Good afternoon, beloved. It is time for our Lenten word of the day as we enter into this fourth week of the Lenten season, as we come together to reflect on the ways in which God does encounter, the ways we do encounter God in the midst of our lives of faith. Today's word is worry. Who's worried, right? Don't you love when somebody says, don't worry about it? It's, that Bobby McFerrin song from a number of years ago, don't worry, be happy. That if it was just like a switch that you could just turn it off and just stop worrying. Okay, you told me to stop worrying, I'll stop worrying. But there just seems to be so much to worry about some days, doesn't it? Particularly in this past year, whether we're exposed or exposing others to the virus. Or worried about our loved ones and our family members. And so it's hard not to worry. In Matthew's Gospel, I'll provide a link here later, but in Matthew's Gospel we see where Jesus says, do not worry about what you will eat or what you will wear or what you will drink. Do the birds of the air worry that things will be provided. But the other thing is we can also read in Philippians in chapter 4, which is probably the more familiar of the portions of Philippians, that it talks about, where is it? Do not worry about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. We can't stop worrying just with the flick of a switch. We are going to worry. I think it's probably part of our human, the ways in which we do live ourselves every day as humans. But what we can do with our worries is give them over to God, is to hand them to God, to use something like in some of the Guatemalan and other Mexican traditions, they have worry dolls, where you take them and you, in a sense, whisper your worries to them and put them under your pillow. But whether we use something tangible like that or whether we lift it up in prayer and supplication, let it all be known to God. That while things can't always be fixed like that and there's no easy solutions, we know that God is with us in the midst of our concerns and our worries, our struggles, as well as our joys and our celebrations. So today's word is worry. But to think about worry not just in what we're worried about, but what do we do with those worries and as we bring them to God. So by prayer and supplication, let us offer up all those things in our hearts and our minds, all those worries of our own lives, the worries of family and friends, and the worries of our world, and offer them to God, seeking God's strength and guidance, seeking God's hope and peace, seeking God's presence in the midst of all of our worries. So I will also link this to our Trinity blog, which has the passage from Matthew as well as the Philippians passage, and also it has an activity for folks to do, a prayer activity to use for part of worrying. So I'll link that in just a couple minutes and let you know about that, but do lift up your worries before God. So hopefully you're having a blessed day. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.